What if the Vikings never settled in Iceland? Now, there's a question that sparks curiosity. Let's take a trip back to the late 9th century when Norse Vikings first made Iceland their home. These bold navigators and traders, driven by exploration and a thirst for wealth, forever changed the course of Iceland's history. But what if they had sailed past this island nation? How might that have shaped the language, culture, and overall development of Iceland? Without the influence of the Vikings, Icelandic might not have the distinct Old Norse roots that it proudly holds today. And the rich tapestry of sagas, a vital part of Iceland's cultural heritage, might not exist. Would the island's development have taken a slower, more organic route? Perhaps the unique blend of traditional and modern aspects that define Icelandic society would be entirely different. Would Iceland's untouched beauty still remain undiscovered till today? That's a thought to ponder as we explore further. What if Iceland had not gained independence from Denmark in 1944? Let's delve into this pivotal moment. It's 1944 and Iceland declares its independence from Denmark. But what if they hadn't? What if they had remained tethered to Danish rule? What might that have meant for the island nation? The impact on national identity could have been significant. Icelanders have a strong sense of self, rooted in their unique language, customs, and folklore. Would these have been diluted under continued Danish influence? Then there's the question of cultural preservation. Iceland's vibrant arts scene, its literature, music, and film might have developed differently under the shadow of another country's cultural norms. And what about political autonomy? The ability to steer its own course has allowed Iceland to become a world leader in areas such as renewable energy and gender equality. Would these advances have been delayed or even denied under Danish rule? Could Iceland have thrived under the shadow of another, or would it have lost its distinct charm? What if Björk, Sigur Rós, and of Monsters and Men never rose to international fame? Picture a world where the ethereal voice of Björk, the atmospheric sounds of Sigur Rós, or the indie folk melodies of Monsters and Men never graced our ears. These artists, all hailing from the small yet culturally rich island of Iceland, have left an indelible mark on the global music scene. Their unique sounds, inspired by the Nordic landscapes and folklore, have not only shaped Icelandic music, but have also influenced artists worldwide. Björk's avant-garde style, Sigur Rós's post-rock ambience, and of Monsters and Men's catchy tunes are more than just music. They are a reflection of Iceland's creative spirit, an echo of its majestic landscapes, a testament to its rich cultural heritage. Had these artists not emerged, the international music scene would have been left with a void, an absence of the unique Icelandic sound that has captivated audiences across the globe. Would we have missed out on the unique soundscapes that these Icelandic artists have gifted the world? What if Iceland's football team hadn't made it to the Euro 2016 quarterfinals? This question takes us back to a time when the world held its breath, watching the smallest nation ever to qualify for a major tournament. The year was 2016, and Iceland's football team, a group of ambitious players, were about to create history. Iceland's success in Euro 2016 was nothing short of a miracle. They were the ultimate underdogs, a team from a country with a population smaller than many cities. Yet they stood toe-to-toe with some of the world's footballing giants, reaching the quarterfinals and leaving an indelible mark on the world of sports. Now, let's delve into a different path. What if this momentous achievement hadn't happened? Would Iceland still be a blip on the global sports radar? Perhaps, but not with the same intensity. Their success story in Euro 2016 catapulted them into the limelight, inspiring many and proving that size doesn't define capability. Would Iceland still have made its mark in the international sports arena without this footballing fairy tale? We've journeyed through an alternate Icelandic history today, exploring various what-ifs. We've seen how a divergent path in history might have led to a different Iceland, one perhaps less robust, or maybe even more unique. We've pondered the potential impact of delayed or denied events and how they might have altered the cultural and political landscape of this resilient island nation. We've also tuned into a different soundtrack, one that could have been the melodic backdrop to Iceland's story had its music scene developed differently. We've kicked around the idea of an unscored goal and how it might have changed the course of Icelandic sports history. These what-ifs serve as a reminder of the fine line between what is and what could have been. They make us appreciate the unique path Iceland has charted, shaping its distinct identity and surprising the world in the most delightful ways.